There's one thing every person you've ever met is silently after in every conversation. Stay till the end and I'll show you how to read anyone in 60 seconds and then hand them the thing they're after. People will remember you for that and they won't even know why. Number 1. The achiever needs the win registered. I met a guy at a birthday last year, let's call him Sam. I asked him a normal question. Hey, did you drive to California? He said no, he flew. I said, from where? It's a 4-hour drive. He said, yeah, but my dad's friend, he works at NetJets and we flew private. I really don't do commercial anymore. Hey, I did not ask about the commercial part. That's the achiever, a person who needs the achievements and his connections to be seen. Compliment them on something small and they will escalate it. Yeah, this old thing, I actually got it at, and now you're hearing the price, the connection, the story of how rare it is. Loud achievers are easy. It's the quiet ones who drop it very casually. Number 2, the doubter needs the blame deflected before it lands. See, I have a friend who wants to lead, but he cannot suggest a plan without pre-quoting failure in advance. He would say, we could go to bowling, but probably parking is going to be terrible. And the tickets are also expensive. And, I'm not even sure it might be fun. See, he hasn't agreed to the plan yet. And he's not disagreeing to the plan. But he's trying to build an exit. And it's not because he doesn't want to go. He wants to go. But it's because if things go wrong, you can't put the blame on him. Doubters will start every controversial opinion with, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but, and then they'll tell you the controversial opinion. They don't say a thing, they test it. If you push back, they will retreat. No, yeah, you're right, I was just thinking out loud. Usually, you will find this version in a person who at every work dinner is agreeing with whoever spoke last. Number 3, the outsider needs the seat at the table. Okay, so the outsider is probably the one personality that is easiest to spot. The outsider is somebody who studies the room before they speak. They laugh a beat after everyone else just to make sure it was the right thing to laugh at. He's not the doubter. He's a little different from the doubter. They use the word we a lot because they want to fit in. We were thinking, we love that restaurant. They're trying to prove that they're connected to something. And their biggest fear isn't being disliked like the doubters is. Their biggest fear is being left out of a group photo. The 4th one is the person who corrects you on something you already knew. The prover needs the room to nod. The prover corrects people. It's not because the correction matters. It's simply because the correction is the point he is making. I'll explain that. They'll say actually and then correct you on the thing you said 30 seconds ago. If you'll ever mention a movie, they'll mention the director. If you'll mention the director, they'll mention the director of photography. There's no version of this conversation where you get to know something that they don't. Their worst nightmare is sounding stupid in front of someone whose opinion they decided counts. Okay, quick check. By now, I think you've recognized at least 2 of these people in your life. But see, the 5th one is harder to spot because they're not wrong about anything. They're just always coming back to the same place. I'll tell you what that means. Number 5, the survivor needs the wound to be acknowledged. See, in most of the cases, the survivor is never lying. The thing that they went through was real. It did matter to them. It shaped them. But the pattern is in knowing that any conversation or thing that you do around them will always loop back to the trauma that they once had. You tell them that your car broke down, and 5 minutes later you'll be hearing about how their ex took the steering wheel of their life and turned it the way they wanted. See, it's always about attention for these people. There's another tell. If you point out a promotion they got, yeah, but the pay isn't great. If you compliment new shoes, they'll be like, yeah, they're okay, but I actually wanted a different pair. See, good things in their life can't be allowed to land. Because if things start going well, then how else would they garner your attention? Number 6, the enforcer needs the line drawn. Okay, so the enforcer is the rarest of the 6 versions that come up in people. The enforcer doesn't need to be powerful. They just need you to register that crossing them would be extremely expensive. They will start telling you stories about the times they stood up to someone. They will mention conflicts that they won. They will drop names of people they are not afraid of. But it's the quiet enforcers that you need to watch out for. The ones who let a small silence sit after you say something. And that silence would be long enough for you to wonder if you offended them. That silence would be their whole strategy. And see, they're not the most dangerous people in the room. They just need you to think like that. But remember, in the start, I told you that all of these 6 types are just behind one thing. And that one thing is a question: do I matter to you right now? The achiever will ask this through accomplishment. The doubter will ask this through caution. The outsider through belonging. The prover through being right. The survivor through being witnessed. The enforcer through being respected. See, 6 costumes, but just one question. Once you hear the question, you can also answer it. The achiever doesn't need you to be impressed. They need you to notice. One sentence. That's a hell of a watch. Done. They will relax in front of you like you slipped them a sedative. The doubter doesn't need you to fix their plan. They need you to take the blame of them. This was my idea, by the way, so if it sucks, it's on me. Watch their shoulders drop. The outsider doesn't need a compliment. They just need to feel included. You were saying earlier, and then you include them in the conversation. They are in the group photo, and that is it. The prover doesn't need to be agreed with. They need to be credited. Hey, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way. The survivor doesn't need advice. Just 6 words. That sounds really hard, and I'm sorry. Don't fix it. Don't solve it. Just witness it. The enforcer doesn't need to be challenged. They just need to be acknowledged. That's all. The threat will dissolve. So you don't need to manipulate anyone, because truth be told, these 6 versions also live in you, and you also use them on other people. So now after this video, you just need to notice what other people are trying to tell you and what you are trying to tell them. Sub if you named 3 people, block me if one of them was you.